ad honorem, ad Astra, in honor to the stars. We wish to citate a quote that was not so long ago issued by Friedrich von Schiller. He was an important poet and writer, and his quote was, "Peace is rarely denied to the peaceful. The royal order of the divine light, the light kingdom party, Uniem est caduceus." We wish to approach today the world, our brothers and sisters, our fellow men from around the world, with such sincere intent to stand for and with peace. There cannot be any positive evolution for any great nation without not seeking the consistent pursuit of peace and prosperity in a country. Even the Labour Party in the United Kingdom is expressing at the current time their disapproval about the racism again rising up within the United States of America. Ductus exemplo we have been for so long, and that we walk back to an era that has displayed itself as to be the most violent, the most inhuman in history, is in any aspect and every aspect concerning. It is our duty as fellow men and women to make certain that such energies are circumvented, restricted, and eliminated. We cannot allow ourselves to engage in the abuse of the privileges and rights individuals have in this world to prosper and to be among us as equal human beings. To divide is most certainly a very concerning path we have been taking. It is most essential that we understand that a noble heart will always capitulate to reason. Another quote that Friedrich von Schiller communicated. And the reason is clearly, in this case, that we have to prevent any sort of dialogue that elevates the possibility of conflict and war. The casual speeches we have currently listened to reflect nothing else as a provocation for another nation to target us. Let us also not forget, as we also previously discussed, that North Korea is just a small part of a constellation that includes China and Russia. We are lured into a third world war. When we believe that we can destroy North Korea, we might be mistaken, because my brothers and sisters from around the world, nothing would be more delightful for the Chinese and for the Russians to control America and to prove that the system, the capitalist democratic system we had here, was nothing else as wrong, and that their philosophy, their political principles of communism in truth reflect the global movement one needs to consider to be the best and the most significant in the world. It is wisdom that we need to apply. It is knowledge that is essential to face challenges as we have currently with proper care and attention. Honorable brothers and sisters from around the world, it is so meaningful for us to realize that only unification will bring us together. We cannot tell anymore nations from all over the world what to do, how to do it, because we know what humanity is, we know what has to be done around the world. We need to collaborate with nations. We need to install the round table of dialogue that places us on the same level with every nation in the world. Each kingdom within a global kingdom has significance, and each voice matters. And after all, it is not the politicians that rule our global kingdom. It is you, the people. And that is why it is so insignificant that you realize the importance that you have, and that your political engagement and interest is most essential to realize a change that this world needs. Now I wish to address Senator McCain. Senator McCain, it is most important that $1.5 trillion of additional debt is not added to the United States of America. It is simply said insanity to have the issue of raising a debt ceiling, being indebted to the degree that we are today, and to even consider spending more money. It is absolute against any sort of economical logic. And Mr. Summers, Larry Summers, will confirm that. To spend money that you don't have. It's irresponsible, it is from our position illegal, and should not even find consideration. Only money that we have, we can direct to others. Besides, let us also realize that the former Treasury Secretary, Larry Summers, can illustrate very clearly that the recent tax cut is as the recent healthcare bill, nothing else as, again, a deceitful lie that realizes benefits for 1% of the American population, and that's the rich. The rich that have pretty much enabled and realized and supported the situation that we're currently in. It is unacceptable for us to go with this tax cut, and I think that Senator McCain will agree with us on such subject matter, that we need to be truthful to the people, and the people need to realize that anything that happens in this world that directs benefits to just a small group of people cannot be seen as a decision of equality, cannot be seen as a decision that is to the benefit of common man. Truth is an essential instrument in politics, and the Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Body, Uni Ermester Caduceus, we are punished for speaking the truth, and we take such punishment. We take the attacks, we take the restrictions, we take our financial limitations we face based on communicating the truth. But the courage of one shall inspire and initiate the courage of everyone. The entire world is alerted, and the time has come also for fellow Republicans to realize that the path we are walking is a destructive one. We need to clearly understand that if a man, an American, can run for presidency without providing his tax returns, no American should be forced, when buying a car, buying a house, to show his tax returns and financials. Equality. For what reason? If we can give to the Treasury of the United States the key to such very meaningful institution, to somebody who never displays his very openness in matters of financials, how can such leader expect from the people to do same and to be punished with credit scores? In truth, fellow Republicans knew what they will enter into. It was clear from the beginning that 4,500 lawsuits are the history. Racketeering lawsuits have been pending. Artwork from Renoir that's supposed to be original, as praised by such leader, is clearly a fake. When provided to an art dealer, an inducement of fraud can be only seen by such act. Additionally, it needs to be added that also 5 bankruptcies don't necessarily reflect the understanding of how a corporation functions. And the recent tax suggestions that is forced upon Americans and the American Senate reflect in principle the same ideology, the same carelessness, the same irresponsible conduct. And we are not standing with it. Regardless whatever anybody else communicates right now and that glorifies such tax bill, we stand against it because it is against the American people and it is against the principles of any nation to spend money that is non-existent. And it is not about us raising debt ceilings that secures our future. It is the efficiency and the responsibility we take upon ourselves to use the money the American taxpayers provide wisely, responsibly, and honorably. A global kingdom has to come. We need to unify this world. Current speeches as the Labour Party in the British government currently has directed against the United States of America are speeches that should not happen. In fact, the Queen of England and all of the political leaders shall be on that round table. The time has come that we realize that the true power is knowledge. And our fate lies with Robert Mueller and his team and the intelligence community. Clean up America. Establish a new consciousness. And let us open up America to the world. Let us be again ductus exemplo and leader in every political, humanitarian and other possible sense. Ad honorem, ad astra. Only in honor we wish to go to the stars. Global kingdom. That is our goal. A global kingdom that protects the individual and elevates opportunities that are founded on sanity, that are founded on equality, that are founded on responsible conduct, that empowers the capabilities, the strength, the tremendous potential everybody has. All of you have been placed on this earth for a reason. And it is a positive reason. And it is a reason in which love is always the subject matter. As we indicated in our prior video, peace is possible if we create it. And it is up to us to realize an environment that is honorable. When we know of a reality to be existent and we accept it, we surrender to an ideology that reflects our very own. What has happened here in the United States in the last 2 years does not reflect our ideology, and we take any potential punishment upon us to voice that. Because the only way that change will happen is when courage is displayed at a time when courage is required in order for us to establish our global kingdom that will provide to all of us a future that we deserve. The Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Party, Unio Mr. Cardusius, particularly in this Christmas season, we reject lies. We say no more lies. It is so important that we realize that we are the master of our very own destiny. And we wish to address to all television stations here in the United States that have the reputation of being behind the truth, to provide us 1 hour, 2 hours a week of voice to communicate with the American public and to communicate with leaders from around the world already now, either via video conference or presence, with individuals like Prince Albert, Queen Elizabeth, Angela Merkel, about our global kingdom. And we will see that everybody is ready to unite. That unification is something that most leaders have in mind, and that they disapprove with the path that we have taken. The power is with the people, and we need to serve the people in a righteous manner and fashion. At the end of this video, we wish to address that we will, in the next couple of days, approach certain individuals to become leading members and founding members of our organizations, of our political organizations, of our non-profit charitable foundation, in order for us to expediently cover the world with our light. To illuminate Earth is a responsibility. To make our world a better place is the purpose of our existence. We cannot ignore the material fact that everything we currently witness is the logical consequence of whatever was the foundation for the decision made to have our president currently in power. We respect and honor the office of the United States of America, of its president. It is very essential that we separate these two things. When we voice our criticism, it is not against the function, it is not against the institution and the significance that the American president has. It is solely directed towards the actions that are unfitting for such nation. And we have faith that you, Senator John McCain, will speak with equal voice, and that many others will follow you. And I want that every Republican, every Democrat that is of Jewish heritage ends racism, hate, and the separation of immigrants from Americans. America is a mix of culture. It's a diversity we embrace. It's a diversity that is strength of this nation and shall never be seen and communicated as a weakness. Everyone, including our leader, came from another country, their families. And America was the star, the light for many. And to illuminate America again should be our only position taken. And the only way we can do that is when we're truthful. Assipore, quam facere, praestat injuriam. It is better to suffer from injustice than to do injustice. And even if we may suffer from injustice, we at the end will be the one creating it. We will stand for what is right, and we ask all of you to stand with us, because no other path should be taken. We should be again the light of this world, and we should realize the round table that places us with everyone on the same foundation, on the same level. And to North Korea, we wish to address, it is time for America and for all of us to stop playing with nuclear weapons and to build them. It is time for us to remove ourselves altogether from nuclear power and nuclear energy that realizes nuclear waste, that destroys Earth, and that is also responsible for global warming. we all need to come together and we need to say no to nuclear. It is a past technology. It is something that has caused so much anger, so much conflicts between nations. And for us to remove such point of conflict is definitely on our agenda as Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Party, promoted by Mr. Caduceus. Together with Anonymous, we shall make certain that whatever can be done to eliminate nuclear power, nuclear weapons, is in fact done. Wisdom and knowledge will create the future. And it is unity and unification that will provide to us the illumination of Earth and everything that is possible. Let us together build this global kingdom in which we unify and in which sanity has taken center stage. God bless the United States of America. God bless Bob Mueller and his team. Thank you very much for cleaning up America. And the Central Intelligence Agency that shall get a greater voice, as it has right now, to eliminate the danger of a war threat. The Trojan horse that North Korea represents should be seen by us. And that behind the Trojan horse, there is Russia, there is China. And we shall take such material fact serious. This is the life not only of the American people, this is the life from the entire world. Mother Earth, global warming, no destruction of that nature we are communicating right now should be ever be envisioned. God bless all of our brothers and sisters from around the world, which we ask to join us on our journey and to regain strength again as people, to use your voice again as people, to realize change.